We're back with more Fallout Tale of Two Wastelands. Just like I said before, last time we mentioned we were going to go in here to the NCR Embassy and talk with Ambassador Crocker, now that Blazer is fully siding with the NCR.
It was a matter of time before someone got to Mr. House.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, have you seen the Ambassador? There he is.
I'm glad you could make it. I have something I wanted to discuss with you. It's a very important matter, and I have a strong feeling you're the perfect person for the job.
Alright, sure, I'm listening.
I'm sure you've noticed that things are a little tense around here with all the issues between the NCR, the Legion, and Mr. House. It doesn't take a genius to see that something big is going to happen soon. To be honest with you, the NCR is in a tight spot. But if we fail now, it's the people here that are going to suffer the most. I'm not willing to let that happen, and I don't think you're the kind of person that would either.
You've got my attention, go on.
To the northeast is a settlement. The locals here call them boomers. They are sitting on a munitions stockpile that would be invaluable to us. I would like you to get in contact with them, and then do whatever it takes to convince them to help us. Unfortunately, the boomers keep to themselves and are, let's say, hostile to all outsiders. That's why I need someone like you. Someone with your background and reputation would have a better chance of reaching them than anyone I have available. In exchange for your help, you would receive complete amnesty for any past crimes against the NCR, as well as additional benefits and perks. Do you think you would be able to do this for me?
Yeah, sure, I don't think I've committed any crimes against the NCR. Trying to think off the top of my head, nothing comes to mind. But yeah, I know where they are, I'll go and talk to them.
Excellent. Come back after you've spoken to them. They should see the benefits of helping us in the long term.
Tell me about yourself, Ambassador.
Interested in politics, huh? Well, grab a seat and get comfortable. I've been in politics quite a while now. Always had the drive to do it even when I was young. It's just something I was drawn to. I started my career over 20 years ago back in the NCR as the local mayor and worked my way up from there. I managed President Kimball's first run for a seat on the council. I suppose that's why I have this ambassadorship.
Interesting, go on.
I was elected to this post 7 years ago. I'm the third NCR representative to serve here in Vegas. Now, I've had my share of ups and downs along the way, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. That's it. Anything else you wish to know?
No, I think that's good. I'll be going. Oh, I can play him a hand of Caravan. Let's go ahead and lose this real quick.
I always have time for a good game of Caravan. I hope you're up to the challenge.
Yeah, me too. Well, no surprise there. I managed to lose again. Oh well. Let's go take care of what Ambassador Crocker wanted me to do, which was to go back to the boomers and get them on side with the NCR. Might remember a while ago I actually already visited Nellis Air Force Base and got accepted up to that point. There's Don't Tread on the Bear, but I'm not going to fail this quest because I'm not going to continue working with Yes Man. And yeah, there's a few other quests I still have left to do. First we'll do Sunshine Boogie, which was to repair some of their stuff over here. This should be easy enough. Loyal asked me a while back if I could repair the solar array panels I got over here, and I said I would. And normally you would have to go back to Helios 1 to get some of the salvageable parts. But since I have a repair skill of 100, I won't even need them. I can just go up here and use my repair skill to fix them. Just gotta find the way up. Can I jump up? There we go. Reflector panels in this array are damaged. Salvaged parts could be used to repair the array. I can repair it without the parts. Using my knowledge of photovoltaic cells, I thoroughly clean, polish, and upgrade the solar panel. You also clean and rewire some degraded circuits you spot. Array efficiency improved by 50%. And then it gets all fixed up. Basically, we're going to do that with all the arrays that need it. That should do it, I think. Yep, all the broken solar arrays have been repaired. Now I just gotta go let Loyal know I fixed all the solar panels. Oh, hey, I see the children up ahead. You might remember the last time I was here, they were all under a truck for some reason. See if I can find the right one.
Day in this man's army.
Here we are, Lindsay.
Hey there, mister. Can you help me find Mr. Cuddles?
Who's Mr. Cuddles?
Mr. Cuddles is my teddy. I lost him, and I don't remember where.
Well, this might be, might be a bit embarrassing, but I actually have him. Anyways, yeah, I'll look for him.
Thanks. Let me know when you find him. Hi again. Have you found Mr. Cuddles?
I sure did. Here he is.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll never lose you again, Mr. Cuddles.
There we go. That gains me some Boomer's fame. I'm just not going to tell Lindsay I've been carrying Mr. Cuddles around with me for quite a while. Mainly because I couldn't find her and give her the teddy bear. Now I just go back to Loyal and let him know I fixed the solar array. Here he is.
Hello, outsider. Need something?
I prepared the solar arrays and increased their efficiency.
An impressive piece of work. I'll keep that in mind if jobs come up in the future.
Sure thing, I'll be going.
Don't get blown up.
I'm now liked by the Boomers.
So you're the outsider. Lived your whole life out there, huh? Wow. I always thought you savages probably spoke a different language. But I hear you sound like us.
Yeah, I can go back to Pearl and complete the Volaire quest to get the Boomers on side, but I think I'll stick around a bit and do some of the other quests that I can do here to help them out a bit more. So I'm looking for ways to be useful. Anything come to mind?
What I could use is some scrap metal. It may not sound exciting, but around here we have to recycle every rivet and plate. The other thing, you being from the outside and all, well, I guess you'd call it a personal matter, but, well, forget it.
Well, where I come from, we discussed personal matters all the time.
That must be nice, sharing yourself like that, not being embarrassed or anything. Well, the thing is, there's this girl.
Tell me about her.
Oh, you can't miss her. She has short red hair and she's the most beautiful woman who ever lived. You'd really talk to her for me? What if she feels the same way? What if she comes here like you did? What if she gets blown up? What if she doesn't like me? Oh, geez. I better just let you handle it. I'm better with machines. They don't make my stomach queasy like this.
I'll look into it for you. I mean, stranger things have happened, especially to me.
That would be amazing. As in, I would thank you forever.
So I got a note for Jack's love story, and I get the quest Young Hearts. Let's see, Jack let me know there's a girl he's interested in at Crimson Caravan. He knows she has red hair, but that's all he knows. He'd like me to talk to her and see if she's interested in meeting him. Alright, we'll go and do that. Okay, so we're looking for a girl with short red hair. I think that's her over here in the Brahmin pen. Janet. Let's talk to her.
You should go talk to Blake or Alice. They handle most of our contact with visitors.
I don't suppose you've watched the Boomers over in Nellis sometimes.
I watch all sorts of things with my binoculars. Who wants to know? And why?
Well, I've been to Nellis. There's a young man there who has a crush on you.
Nice-looking blonde boy? I always wondered if he was watching me back. What's he like?
He seems nice. He might be a little naive, but he seems convinced you're the love of his life.
Really? That's so sweet. I'd love to go meet him. Is there any way the Boomers would let me visit Nellis?
Well, I could use this speech check to lie to her and tell her she has permission, but we know what happens to people that run into the Nellis Air Force Base. They lob bombs at them with howitzers, so I probably shouldn't do that. So instead, I'll say, I'll ask Pearl to make an exception for you.
This is so exciting. Let me know how it turns out.
That I will. I will be back.
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child.
Yeah, about that. I'll let you know when I'm done helping everyone out. I'm not going to choose that yet. Instead, I'm going to choose this. Jack's interested in a girl.
Well, well, this is welcome news. Who is she?
Her name is Janet. She works for the Crimson Caravan.
She's with those traders? They've tried to contact us before, but I'm not interested in trading with greedy savages. This presents a bit of a problem. Jack isn't allowed to leave Nellis, and I doubt she would make it through the artillery alive.
It would mean a lot to Jack if she could come visit him in Nellis.
I suppose Jack deserves a chance at love. You can tell Jack she has a free pass to enter, but he is responsible for her actions. Do not make me regret this decision, outsider.
Alright, I'll be going.
Don't get blown up.
Well, if I get blown up, it's probably going to be my own doing. Back to Jack to let him know what we found out.
Have you seen her? The redhead of my dreams?
I've got good news for you. She likes you too.
She does? You mean it? That's incredible. What happens next? Can she come here? How do we make sure she doesn't get blown up? Should I talk to the gunners or to Pearl?
I already spoke to Pearl, but Janet's going to need a way past the artillery.
Here, take this boomer outfit. I'll let the gunners know she's coming, and not to shoot at her.
That sounds like a plan. Alright, so we just gotta go back to Janet and give her the outfit that Jack gave me for her to wear. Blazer continues his journey as matchmaker man, although, you know, that seems to employ a lot of running back and forth. Just, if you recall what happened with the quest Bye Bye Love, where I helped Joanna and Carlitos get back together. So let's wake up Janet.
Hello again. How's your boomer friend?
I wanted to talk to you about him again.
I was hoping you would. What's going on? Have they agreed to my safety yet?
I have this boomer outfit for you to wear while you cross to Nellis.
There's one more thing. I have a work contract with the Crimson Caravan, and if I walk away, I lose the wages they owe me. Could you do just one more thing for me and talk to Alice McLafferty about it? I know if I do it, she'll just say no. I'd hate to lose the money.
I can try, although I'm not sure how Alice McLafferty's going to respond to me after what I did exposing her and the Van Graffs for that whole caravan conspiracy. But you never know. Let's go give it a shot.
Hello?
Hello. None of the Crimson Caravan guards are shooting at me. That's a good sign. Let's talk to Alice McLafferty.
Welcome back.
Oh, I guess she's okay with me then. Janet's asked me to talk to you about releasing her from her contract.
Ah, yes. Her infatuation with a boomer she's never met. It's a small camp. Word gets around. She's aware she's breaking her contract, which is undoubtedly why she sent you to talk to me instead of coming herself. Janet is free to leave, but she forfeits the wages she's owed. That's the price of contract breaking. Take it or leave it.
They're really going to ruin what's supposed to be a happy time for her?
Being sentimental is not how I made the Crimson Caravan so successful. But I'll allow it, just this once. Janet will be paid what she's owed. Consider it a gift.
There we go, that was easy enough.
It seems that the territories are about to blow up.
They are? I better get my bomb defusal skills ready. Just look what happened in Megaton. That place didn't go up because of me, and I have a house there that I haven't visited in years. I hope it's still alright. Let's talk again, Janet.
Have you spoken with McLafferty yet?
I indeed have. I've convinced her to pay you what you're owed. You're free to go.
That's great. I can't believe you went through all this trouble for me. Thank you.
Now Janet will put on the boomer outfit and run off.
All stirred up lately?
Yeah, I know. And now Janet, dressed as a boomer, will make her way to Nellis. And I'll make my way back to Nellis via fast travel. I think while I wait for Janet to get here to Nellis, I'll go around and do some other things I can do to help out around. I don't need to go to the schoolhouse, but I can help out in here, the medical station.
I know Mother Pearl is letting you wander Nellis as you please, outsider, but I have patients to tend to.
Argyle, huh? I think I knew a guy named Argyle. Well, not me per se. I found his body. And then I kind of got his buddy killed when I helped out Roy Phillips. my mistake. I'm looking for a way to make myself helpful.
I have 3 patients here who were gravely injured fighting those giant ants in the generator building a few days ago. I've stabilized their wounds, but they're in bad shape. Do you have medical training?
I have more than enough.
If what you say is true, you can do us a world of good.
Sounds like a plan to me. Let's take a look at those patients. Injured boomer. This man's leg is seriously injured. It may require amputation to save him. Do I want to attempt the operation? Yes, I do. Upon further examination, after cleaning the leg, you realize you can save it. You carefully remove the existing stitches, clean the wounds thoroughly, then restitch the wounds using a much more effective procedure. And now I'm idolized by the boomers for doing that.
That was some fine doctoring. I could learn a thing or two from you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let's do the next one. This man looks like he has a serious infection. Improper treatment will kill him. Would you like to treat him? Yes, I would. With a combination of natural herbs, bandages, and some disinfectant, you are able to clean the wounds and help boost the patient's immune system enough that he'll survive.
I thought that man was done for. Well, you brought him around.
I sure did. And one more. This man appears to be severely injured. Swelling around his face and his neck is interfering with his breathing. Are you sure you want to treat him? I do. After carefully considering treatment options, you realize the patient is merely having a strong allergic reaction. By cleaning all wounds of ant venom and administering a steroid compound, you reduce the swelling and the patient's breathing returns to normal.
Excellent treatment. I hadn't thought of that. If I haven't said it before, outsider, let me say it now. Welcome to Nellis. Word from Pearl is that you're to be greeted as a friend.
Well, I finished treating all your patients.
Those men owe you their lives. Seems we could learn a thing or two from you savages, when it comes to medicine at least.
Oh, and a few other things. Manners for the first one. But we won't worry about that. I'll be going.
Don't get blown up.
See, that's what I mean about the manners thing. What kind of a goodbye is don't get blown up? Janet still looks like she's at the mole rat ranch. Hope she's alright. Don't mind me. I'm just checking to see if Janet's actually making her way to Nellis. The only reason I don't go with her is because I once again angered Caesar's Legion when I wiped them all out at the fort, including Caesar along with Boone. So if I go with her, Legion assassins are going to come after me, and then there'll be trouble. There she goes. Hurry up, Janet. Get to Nellis, quick. Let's see, I should be able to find Raquel nearby, and if I talk to her, I can get another quest. You might remember the people I helped treat with the medical skill were all injured fighting giant ants. I want to find out what that's all about. See, if I were smart, I would have grabbed all those quests the first time I was here, but what can you do, right? Pretty sure Janet's almost here. I don't know how she's taken so long to get here. She's been moving all around on the map. She just hasn't arrived at Nellis yet for some reason. So I'm gonna go find her and make sure she arrives. What'd you stop here for? Keep going. There you go. Rex, get out of her way. Come on, keep going. I don't know how you got stuck on the wall there. Since she's wearing the boomer jacket, they won't blow her up with the howitzers. And since they already know me as a friend, they won't blow me up either. I'll stay on her just in case she gets confused and stares at a wall again.
Territories are about to blow up. Built in my lifetime. If you can't keep that thing under control, I will.
Yeah, I'm Jack. I brought Janet here. Don't you care?
Thank you for getting Janet to Nellis. I've never been so happy in my entire life.
They were supposed to have some kind of conversation with each other about meeting in face-to-face for the first time, but instead they interrupted each other with their generic, random things they say to me. Oh well, whatever.
Don't get blown up.
Thank you for getting me here. Jack is a great guy.
I know, right? I mean, you just barely met him and haven't talked to him at all, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure Young Hearts is complete now. Yeah. Here's Raquel. I finally found her.
Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. You can move freely around Nellis, and artillery spotters have orders not to fire on you. These are extraordinary privileges. Don't abuse them.
I haven't yet. Mother Pearl said you might have a bug problem?
Long story short, the power failed a few days ago because giant ants have tunneled into the generator room and set up a nest. I led a team down to exterminate them, but there were so many of them. We lost. 2 killed, 3 wounded. Personally, I think it's more than a savage can handle. But if you want to kill those ants and switch the power back on, feel free.
I can handle a few ants.
Sure, anyone can. But there's more than a few down there. See for yourself. One other thing. The ants must be eating gunpowder from the munitions down there, or something. They exploded when hit by a flamethrower. One of us was using a laser pistol. Same thing. Bullets seem okay, just don't hit the artillery shells. Loyal's been working on some kind of weapon to use against them. Maybe you should check with him.
Alright. That gives me the quest Ant Misbehavin', and I get the key from Raquel to get into the generator room. She said Loyal might be able to give me a weapon to help me with the ants. Which is kind of funny. If you remember, I did the quest Those back in the capital Wasteland, where I had to deal with a colony of fire-breathing ants that had taken over a whole town. This should be even easier to pull off if all they do is explode if I shoot them with a laser gun. Let's go ahead and talk to Loyal again.
Good work with those solar arrays.
You bet. Raquel said you were working on some kind of weapon to fight giant ants.
I started building a sonic emitter that might do the trick, but it's useless without knowing the exact frequency that would kill the ants.
What about a signal over 22,000 hertz at 150 or more decibels? That'd do the trick.
Hot damn, you're right! It's a matter of boosting across those thresholds, not exact amplitude. You're smarter than you look. Just so happens I was testing it at 24,000 hertz, so it should be good to go. Place it near their nest and cross your fingers. Signal's too high for people to hear, so no harm done. But it might make you feel sick to your stomach.
Well, I'll be alright with that. A sonic emitter. I think I have one of those. Yeah, I do. That's kind of funny.
McLafferty's a hard boss, but she knows what she's doing, that's for sure.
Well, you're in Nellis now with Jack. You're welcome, by the way. Now that Raquel has given me the key, I should be able to go in. Oh man, Rex wasn't messing around. He took care of that one. Loyal gave me a sonic emitter to take out the ants, and I have a sonic emitter too. It works great on the ants. I don't even think it blew up. I think they know I'm here, but where? Help myself to some of the ammo they got laying around. I have companions that could make use of it. Use my superior sneaking abilities to just slip right in and plant the sonic emitter that Loyal gave me to kill all the ants at once. There we go. And that should do it. And just like that, every ant is dead. There's also a unique weapon here, Thump Thump. I think this will be one of the last unique weapons I find in the Mojave Wasteland. Thump Thump is a unique 40mm grenade launcher. The only other thing left now is to turn on the power. Just head up the stairs, throw the switch. Now that was a piece of cake. You're telling me none of the boomers are capable of doing that? Let's go let Raquel know that her extremely easy task has been completed.
I see the power's back on. The ants are all dead?
They sure are.
Maybe Pearl is right about you, because I don't know how you pulled that off. I'll tell Loyal to send someone down to clear out the eggs and repair the generators. Good work.
No, really, that was extremely easy.
Really? So we may see our dream of flight soon.
Yeah, probably. I could still turn in scrap metal to Jack or rockets to Raquel if I still needed more boomer fame, but I'm already idolized by the boomers, and I believe I've done every quest and unmarked quest I can do at Nellis Air Force Base to win fame with them. So now we're just going to head back to Mother Pearl and get the final phase of the plan from her. This should be the last part of the quest, Volare, or Volare, whatever that word is.
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child.
Yes, you mentioned that before when I came to you earlier. I've done everything I can to help out.
I believe the time has come for you to show your value in full. The people have come to accept having you around. Find Loyal and ask him about our people's fondest dream. He will tell you what to do next.
Sounds like a plan. So now we go talk to Loyal about the boomers' plan to raise the bomber from the bottom of Lake Mead. Well, thanks for letting me know, quest log. I'm pretty sure he would have told me. Although now I know their plan.
Pearl sent word saying it's all right to tell you about the lady in the water.
Isn't that really bad M. Night Shyamalan film?
A long time ago, long before the war that killed just about everything that ever lived, a bomber crashed not far from here. A bomber was a flying contraption that could drop explosives down on anything it flew over. But anyway, moving on. This bomber crashed down in Lake Mead, pretty damn near intact. When we got to Nellis, see, I found this article in a magazine all about it. There was another B-29 around here, part of a museum. Couldn't fly, but had a lot of spare parts, see? Get where I'm going? Since I was a young man, I've dreamed of raising that lady from the lake and bringing her back to life. What do you say?
How are you going to raise a bomber from the bottom of a lake?
Simple. Attach deployable ballast to the plane and float it on up. Here is a remote detonator. Once the ballast is attached to the plane, just hit the detonator from the shore and let buoyancy handle the rest.
Alright, that sounds like a good idea.
Good. Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast, and hit the button.
Any idea how I could get to the bottom of Lake Mead without drowning? I mean, I'm a pretty good swimmer.
Might try holding your breath.
Obviously.
If that doesn't sound good enough, talk to Jack. He was working on a rebreather once.
Oh, I'm sure Jack would be willing to help me, especially after I helped him. Let's go find him and ask him about that rebreather. I think he's still here in the hangar somewhere with Janet.
It seems that the territories are about to blow up.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
I've never been so happy in my entire life.
Oh, you're welcome. Anyways, Loyal said you could help me breathe underwater.
I just need some parts from a pressure cooker to create a hermetic seal for the rebreather.
What about corn silk, rubber hose, and a removable adhesive? That would make a good hermetic seal.
That's a brilliant idea. I can put that together right now. Here you go. A new rebreather.
Piece of cake. I'll be going.
See ya.
See, Volare is probably a quest you'd want to do early on in Fallout New Vegas if you want this item. The rebreather gives you water breathing, and it has a damage resistance of 3. It's one of the few armors in the game, or equipment you can wear, that gives you that kind of damage resistance instead of damage threshold. People keep mentioning a super fortress, too. I'm not sure what that is. As you can see, the rebreather looks like this. It's basically just an underwater breathing mask. Now that I know where the B-29 bomber is located, I've fast-traveled back to Bitter Springs Recreational Area And then we'll head straight for the crashed B-29. Pretty sure no legionary assassins will attack me here. I think there's some cazadors over in that building. Something's after me. Oop. Good boy, Rex. Alright, time to go for a swim. As you can see, the rebreather allows my O2 level to stay at maximum even while I'm swimming underwater. And I breathe like Darth Vader while I'm underwater, apparently. Here's the crashed B-29. Now we will use the Force to attach the ballast. This appears to be a good location to attach one of the deployable ballast packages. Yes, we will. Do not overestimate the power of these ballasts. The ability to raise a plane from the water is pales in comparison to the power of the Force. Once I get back up to the shore and head to the right spot, Loyal's detonator will begin to beep. So I take it out, and I fire it. And there we go, we've raised the plane. Now we just gotta go back to Loyal and let him know that the B-29 is up.
Witnesses report a huge object or creature surfacing in Lake Mead. So far, photos of the so-called Lake Mead monster are grainy and underexposed.
Hey.
Hello.
It's going to be a dream come true once you've raised that bomber from Lake Mead.
Well, it worked. The plane floated up and looks to be intact.
That's tremendous. I'll transmit instructions to the robots to start packing up the plane to bring it back to Nellis.
Alright, sure. Glad to have helped you out.
Hey, I'd better get rolling. Jack and I have a lot of work ahead of us.
You bet. Now to let Pearl know I finished the job.
Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today?
Well, I already spoke to Loyal. The B-29 is on its way here.
What you have done for us is a miracle, child. You have fulfilled the only dreams we ever had outside our walls. You are a trusted friend of us all. If there is ever a way for us to help you, child, tell me, and I will make it so.
There may be a battle in the near future at the Hoover Dam. Could you offer any assistance then?
Of course, my child. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle. After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle. We'll be there when you need us.
Alrighty then. Guess I'm done here.
Bye.
I can return to Ambassador Crocker or Yes Man to let them know the boomers have supported me. Now, we're obviously not going back to Yes Man. We're all done with him. Yes Man can stay cooped up in Mr. House's central network doing nothing because I destroyed all the Securitrons that he had stored away. Pearl also gave me this. A boomer's jumpsuit and a flight hat to wear. Interestingly, wearing it doesn't disguise me as a boomer. One annoying thing with working with the NCR is you have to walk all the way through the New Vegas Strip just to get back to the NCR Embassy. So yeah, I gotta run all the way through all the gates, including the gate from Freeside into the Strip, in order to get all the way back here to let Ambassador Crocker know I finished the job. Ambassador Crocker's not at his desk. Where'd he go? Is he in here? Is it nighttime? Is he sleeping? Yeah, he's probably asleep. Alright, let's go find him in the beds. Ambassador? You're not the ambassador. There he is. Wake up, Ambassador Crocker, I'm done.
It's good to see such an outstanding citizen of the NCR. What can I do for you, my friend?
Oh, I hate to interrupt your sleep, but I wanted to talk to you about the boomers.
I hope you've returned with good news. Are they willing to help the NCR?
The boomers have agreed to help me.
Excellent work. I can't tell you how useful that will be. In any event, I have another assignment ready and waiting for you. But we can speak of it later. Rest up, and when you're ready, speak to me again. It's good to see such an outstanding citizen of the NCR. What can I do for you, my friend?
Earlier you mentioned another assignment. You may need rest, but I don't.
So I did. As you may have noticed, our position here in New Vegas is tenuous. We've made great strides, sure, but the NCR is not welcome here, merely tolerated. And even then, not by everyone. We've had reports of violence against NCR citizens in a neighborhood just to the northeast called Freeside. Ever been there?
Yeah, I've been to Freeside before, plenty of times. What of it?
Violence is something of a way of life there, but there's been a disturbing rise in the number of attacks on our people lately. More worrying is the fact that our sources suggest the violence is being perpetrated by the gang that runs the place, the Kings. I need someone to look into this that won't attract attention. Would you be interested?
Sure, I'll look into it.
Good. Our men have come up with 2 different plans for seeing an end to the violence. First, our sources have tracked most of the attacks back to a king named Pacer. The consensus is that the violence will stop if he's removed. The problem is we can't simply kill him. In the current climate, the NCR would likely be blamed for his death. There is an alternative option, but my sources feel that getting rid of this Pacer fellow is our best shot.
Well, let's say I don't want to kill him. What would you want me to do? What's my other choice?
I'm not a violent man myself, so I had our guys come up with an alternate solution on the off chance that our agent-to-be shared my sentiments. In that case, we could take a different tact, but one that I at least have more experience with. Diplomacy. If we can't go after the man responsible, we'll simply appeal to the man above him. The Kings, including our friend Pacer, report to the leader of their gang, a man who calls himself the King.
Tell me more about the King.
He's Caucasian, in his mid-30s, and extremely charismatic. It's that last part we're counting on. The Kings are a bunch of young hoodlums who aren't inclined to listen to anyone except him. Get him on your side, and the rest will fall in line.
Alright, what would I need to do? I've already met the King, and I'm already on his good side. I helped him deal with some problems around Freeside, and I even fixed his dog Rex, who's here with me.
Go and talk to the King. Try to convince him to put an end to this violence. Pacer's a punk, but he won't likely disobey a direct order. The King might not be open to the idea at first, so you may have to integrate yourself with him. Do whatever it takes. When it's done, one way or the other, report back here, and we'll take it from there.
Sounds like a plan. I'll go talk to the King.
I wish you luck. If you run into some difficulty and think you'd rather just take the shot with Pacer, that's fine too.
Yeah, amusingly, you can kill Pacer, and you actually gain karma for doing so, because Pacer is considered a very evil character.
Caesar die. What an asshole.
The NCR really like talking about how Caesar's dead. Their only regret is that I'm the one who killed him and not any of them.
Help you?
I'm on the way to help you. I gotta go back to Freeside and talk to the King. I think he still owes me a favor, actually. Yeah, it looks like Rex is... For a second I was going to say Rex is eager to go back and meet the King again. He was charging off in the direction of the King's School of Impersonation, which is where we're going next. Nobody's getting in the way, and even if any Freeside thugs attacked me, I've got Thump Thump, my new grenade launcher, to deal with them. Alright, now I just gotta find the King. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be upstairs in his room.
38 to talk to Mr. House. That's bullshit. Everyone knows Mr. House doesn't talk to anyone.
Hey King, I'm back, and so is Rex. We wanted to talk to you.
What can the King do for you?
I need you to stop the violence against NCR citizens.
Whoa, that's a doozy. Truth be told, I don't even know if I can pull something like that off.
All I'm asking is that you try.
I'll give it my best. You've earned that much. But that makes us even, you hear?
There we go.
Hey, isn't that the king's dog?
Yes, it is. He let me borrow Rex until I'm done with him. Don't worry, I'll bring him back before I'm all finished. Anyways, with that done, I've used my favor that the king owed me for all the help I gave him to ask him to stop all the violence against NCR citizens. And now I'll go let Ambassador Crocker know. Yes, I know. Once again, back to Ambassador Crocker.
Hello. I trust you have something to report concerning the Freeside situation?
I do indeed. Let's talk about the situation in Freeside.
Yes? Do you have something to report?
I spoke to the king and he promised to stop the violence against NCR citizens.
That's great to hear. He's got a lot of sway in Freeside, so we can expect a dramatic drop in violence soon. Now, you're probably wondering about your reward. This has been something of a hot-button topic, so I was able to secure this for you.
I was glad to be of service.
I've received a message from Colonel Moore up at Hoover Dam. She's been following your exploits and has requested that you meet with her. You're not officially in the employ of the NCR, so there's nothing forcing you to go. But I'd go see her sooner rather than later. The Colonel is not someone you want to keep waiting.
So now I get For the Republic Part 2, which I'm all done with Ambassador Crocker. He's sending me up to talk to Colonel Moore, who is up at Hoover Dam itself.
Kings to back down. They didn't know who they were messing with.
Anyways, like I was saying, I gotta go talk to Colonel Moore over at Hoover Dam itself, and she'll give me whatever my next assignment will be. But first, there's one other thing I need to take care of. And unfortunately, I can't bring Rex or any of my other companions along with me for this. This is something Blazer's gonna have to do by himself. I've dropped off all the power armor and other things I was carrying on Rex. So let's talk to Rex. I think it's time for us to part ways, Rex. Aw, I know, I'm sure, I'm sorry. But the King's waiting for you back at the King's School of Impersonation. I want you to go back and be with him, alrighty? Unfortunately, I can't bring Rex with me, and I'm sad to see him go. But this is something Blazer does have to do alone. Mainly because the game won't let me do it otherwise. You may remember, some time back, I actually got a mysterious broadcast searching for someone called Courier 6. And it was said to come here, to this canyon wreckage. So we're gonna head towards it. I don't know why anyone would want to meet me out here. There's nothing out here except an old drive-in theater. I think that was an old drive-in theater. There's some coyotes here. But as you can see, they're no match for the Zurong gun. Here's the canyon wreckage. Somebody wrote Lonesome Road with this empty suitcase. And there's some kind of symbol here. It kind of looks like a 6 backwards. Courier 6. And you can go home, Courier Z. Whatever that means. Travel to the Divide. The coordinates you received lead you to this canyon filled with storm-tossed wreckage. Beyond lies the Divide. If the journey proves too difficult, or you need to resupply, I can retrace and return to the Mojave at any time. Then continue on to the storms of the Divide. Walk the Lonesome Road, which I believe we will do in the next part. So next part we're going to walk the Lonesome Road and begin the last of Blazer's journeys before the second battle of Hoover Dam starts to truly kick off. So once again, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you for the next video.
A large unidentified aircraft has been seen circling the skies above the New Vegas Strip. Freesiders are hoping they'll drop food. But I wouldn't get your hopes up, Freesiders. More news for you. The King's Gang in Freeside has put an official end to the hostilities with the NCR. An RNV reporter was on hand to speak with the King.
I feel so bad. I think it's time we reconsider, baby.